Greetings, Jah people. I just come to give a little testimony, of what my so called family and my exes have put me through in this life. Try to unalive me, poison me, get me arrested, set me up, breaking into my home, pay people to break into my house 4 times, cause, cause me to have an accident 4 times, take me to another island, try to unalive me, pay a witch to put spell work over I and I. They have put me through all people. But you know what? The Almighty is the boss, my boss. I want them to know that they can never take me out. I work for Jah, the Almighty God. I devoted my life to the Almighty God. That is why I left the life I used to live before, when you all had me in a box. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't party, and I don't have sex with no woman for almost 3 years. And I am blessed, I am happy, I am at peace with myself. Yes, the Jin family that's in US of A, my ex, took my son and disappeared from my life, thinking the grass was greener on the other side. When she realized the grass is not greener on the other side, you know what she did? She slandered my name all over the place where I live. Turned my friends, my so-called friends that is, because if they was really my friend, they would not believe her, because I know them longer before she knew them. I introduced them to her. My hateful so-called family that started everything that going on with me for inheritance. They want to get rich off my back and my good energy. But I want to tell them something. It will not work. The Almighty controls everything. God, the Almighty, H, the highest of all highest. Sorry about that. They're trying to stop me, but they can't, because I'm too tapped in with the Almighty God. These people have tried to kill me so many times, and yet still I get up and walk. When you see you would never believe I have been through the things those people put me through. But tell you what, the Almighty, I give all the glory. I don't want no glory from no one, no forgiveness from no one, no I'm sorry from no one. Bring it to the Almighty God. Go down on your knees and ask Him for mercy. Because you violated me, you violated God. Because I am not God, but I am of God. He created I and I. And I am not perfect either. But I am not too far from it. Because I was made in His image. I was chosen for this mission, this journey. And I will fulfill that mission. And I don't care who vex. I don't care who's angry, in other words. I don't care who dislike me. I really don't care who want to take my life, because they have tried everything. I think the demons out there and the devil worshippers of the matrix, they have expired all the spell books they could find in this lifetime to try and unalive me. When it did not work, they go out there saying to people, I'm a witch. But let me make you understand something. They have good witches and they have bad witches. They have witches of the light and they have witches of the darkness. Which one are you? And who is you to judge I and I? I and I a Rasta man. I serve God the Almighty, or Haile Selassie the First. I am a black man living in an island. Where I was born, that is not where I am. I was kidnapped from my real family and placed me in a family in the Caribbean through jealousy and envy. Because of my greedy uncle, Mr. Jin. Yes, you know yourself. You and your wife. And alive my mother, my real blood mother. Because of her gifts. And you all try to unalive me because you all know she passed it on to me. But it will not work. When you mess with the Almighty's children that are anointed, things will be happening around you. You wouldn't have explanation for it. Or you would pretend that you don't. But you and I both know why it's happening. The Almighty God don't play by his anointed ones. And I am anointed because I do Jah works. I live my life according to his rules and laws. His rules and laws. His testimony and his commandments. They have called me mad. If it's so, be it. If praising the Most High Jah all the way in is mad, cool. But I've never killed, neither steal, neither rape, neither beef another man, neither slander someone's name, or hate, hold grudges. Jah people don't do these things. We all, the collectives, we only spread love and honesty and genuinity and loyalty in the real way. That is in the collective way. Spiritually, that is. Most of the fighters, the haters, the jealous people, the so-called friends and family and exes that dislike us, they are worshipping something else. They don't even love God. Because if you love God, you would have feared him so much. You would not serve no other person or no other deity or no other entity. When is the Almighty that created you? How can you serve someone else or something else? How can you not believe in the Creator? How can you don't believe in the Creator? You say you are Christians, to the so-called Christians out there. You don't believe in spirituality, and the Almighty is the biggest spirit in this life and lives to come and life that have passed. He is the powers of the Trinity. New World Order is the Almighty God. His second coming is near. Don't you realize what's going on in this world? All those that are playing God in people's life, choose who to eat, how much money you should make, which job you should have, which man or woman you should be with, how many kids you should have. Those people are playing gods in your life, choosing who to die and who to live. Back in the days, us black people, the Israelites, we used to have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 kids. In the 20th century, black people don't even want one child. How life has changes. It have changed so much that some black brothers and sisters don't even want kids. Or some of them would only have 1 or 2. What if that one passed away? What if that one become a criminal? God bless his soul or her soul. Where will you stand? How are you going to keep your family lineage? How are you going to pass the inheritance? Who's going to clear your karmic debts of the bloodline? Who is going to clear your karma that you have created over the years you're living? So before you come at me and say I am a witch or I am a bad person, I've never killed, I've never steal, I don't hold grudges, I don't hate. And the things mankind have put me through, I still have love for everyone, but they have certain people I know for a fact that will never sit at my table, and they will never, ever come back to my world that I am creating for the Almighty God. Take a look. I'm just saying this. Check out these beautiful birds. You see, I am blessed. The Almighty have blessed me with powers beyond powers. And I show nothing but love. Even the birds love me. Yes, Jah people. I will leave it there now. Till the next video, you know. The Most High bless and guide and heal all those that want to be healed and all those that want to be saved. Give your life to the Almighty. He created miracles in the past and He can create it in the present and in the future. You can manifest whatever you want when you with Jah, the Almighty God Himself. Glory be to the Almighty God always. No weapon shall form against me and prosper. Energetically, physically, spiritually, mentally, financially. I am blessed. And I know that. Peace be with you.